What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another edition of On the Road to Victory. I am your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're all having yourselves a great Saturday. It is a little after 12:20 here. Got a little bit of Eagles news for you. That's right. I have been patiently waiting for this to change. You guys know I'm always keeping you up to date with that salary cap space, so we finally have some updated numbers here, and I am going to give them to you today. So I appreciate each and every one of you taking the time, whether you're watching this live or watching this later. Truly appreciate each and every one of you hitting that like button, subscribing, all the things you're doing to support the channel. I cannot thank you enough, but it's sicko season, so we're getting excited in these parts. They are on lunch break right now, but they'll be back to do some more housework here. Hey, I appreciate them coming on Saturdays. I love it. I just want them to get this effing done. I want my damn office back. I want my Ethernet, my damn headphones. I'm losing my mind, so I apologize if this is lagging at all. But hopefully this information is good enough for you. If it is, do me a favor, smack that like button. Let's get this knowledge out there. I want to see everybody talking about that cap space today. Let's effing go. And I truly hope this day is better than yesterday. What a damn day it was. I'm feeling a little bit better. Can breathe a little bit better. So physically feeling much, much better. My girlfriend's got this Christmas in July thing going on. Going to have to go there after that's done and like move so much stuff. So it's going to be a crazy day today and tomorrow. Lucky that I have this little bit of free time here. If anybody comes walking in that door, I apologize. But let's effing go, baby. We got that cap space, Drew. I told you I wanted to use that damn Undertaker and Cain graphic. Well, I threw Mankind in there with Paul Bearer. So any old school wrestling fans, you know, they call Dennis Kelly the Undertaker. And then, well, Deon Cain, I think it just kind of all happened there. So let's go. Derek Barnett got thrown in there because, well, he was restructured. So if you missed that, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about all of these things. I'm going to show you these numbers. So let's rock and roll. Hope you're having a good one, my man. Appreciate you taking the time, Drew. Appreciate you, my man, William. Anybody else tuning in out there? I am doing well. Thank you. Hope you and the family are also doing well. Hope you're having a great weekend. Hope you're ready for some of this information here. You know, throughout this offseason, they're going to continue. Eagles can't do this. They have to do that. And then if we do something simple like restructuring Garrett Barnett, then we're trading for everybody. We're signing this guy. Look, it would go a long way for people to break these things down. But that's what I'm here to do. So let's go, baby. Let's talk about these things. Now, we talked about Derek Barnett restructuring. I don't think that there's anything happening because the Eagles have enough cap space to do whatever the hell they want right now without restructuring him. So, we talked about that, the future money, what that entails. So let's take a look here. His cap hit did not change. Now, again, I don't know if this is going to change because the way I had it, if you restructure him, it's not saving you any money this year on the cap hit. It's saving you money down the road. And you're saving $2.5 million overall in how much you're paying him, but it lessens the blow. When we had signed him to that extension, you remember there were dummy years that were added on. So as much as we can agree or disagree about that, you know, especially with a player that didn't live up to, you know, the first round pick and he's a depth piece. So yeah, you hate to see dead money, you know, down the road, but that's just how it's going to be. And this kind of lessens the blow next year. And that's what this is about. So he's still 3.11. That is something that, you know, we talked about. He's like the 17th highest cap hit on the Eagles. But, you know, amongst edge rushers, that's not too horrible. I think he's like 32nd, something like that. But look, he's a serviceable guy as the 5th edge rusher behind Reddick, Sweat, Nolan Smith, Brandon Graham. So if he's going to be here, let's soften the blow. And this could be his last year. But, you know, regardless of how you feel, I've talked about this, cutting him would not have helped us. All that money would be dead money. So kind of pointless. So why not restructure him, save some money down the road? Now, Dennis Kelly, I talked about this, didn't see him being more than 1.5 million, maybe around 1 mil. Well, here we are. 1.04 mil is Dennis Kelly's cap hit, and that is large enough for him to affect the salary cap. So it did change. Now, Deon Cain, on the other hand, only $870,000 cap hit. Therefore, he is not part of this salary cap. Now, one thing I want to talk about in case you've never seen this show, I try to explain this every time. Sorry if this is repetitive to anybody else, but in the offseason, the salary cap consists of the top 51 cap hits. That is what makes up your salary cap. So we're going off the top 51 guys, which I'm going to show you here in a second. But during the regular season, it's all 53 guys on the roster. Anybody, that is on the practice squad, all of those things that, you add in IR, things like that will all come into play. So during the offseason is the only time where it is the top 51. So that is why we calculate this, the top 51, during these times. So just want to make you aware of that. So this pushed Marlon Tuipulotu, who was that 51st contract. He now doesn't affect the salary cap, but Dennis Kelly does. So we're going to take a look. You're not going to see Deon Cain in here because, again, his cap hit is not large enough. If I'm not saying that clear enough, please let me know. Love to, explain that in better detail if I could. But here's the top 51. So anybody in green, their name in green, that is a player that was drafted, signed in free agency, traded for. Anybody new to the roster this season. Tyree Cleveland was added at the end of last year, but a lot of people are unaware of him. So wanted to highlight him as well. But the rest of the guys were here. But if you see those guys in green, you see the top 2 picks, first rounders. So, okay, they're over $2 million, almost 4 for Jalen Carter, who was a top 10 pick. But beyond that, everybody is under $2 million. So Howie Roseman continues to work that magic. You can see even guys like Mariota, 1.93. You're getting backup tackles for 1.04 mil. I mean, fantastic job by Howie Roseman here. So very excited about, going into this season still having money. So whatever we want to do, you see at the top there, $13,816,001 there. So look, that's a lot of money. So if you want to trade for a Patrick Queen, a Devin White, I have made that show before, a month or two ago, whatever. You can still go back and look at those because we still had cap space then and we have it now. But their cap numbers are all the same. All that stuff that I detailed, that still goes. So if the Eagles want to add a linebacker, they can do that. They want to add a returner, a receiver, whatever you guys are asking for, a safety, whatever's on your mind, they can do just that. Now, Budda Baker signed. He got himself a little bonus there. So looks like he's going to be back with the Cardinals. I know that was everybody's hope. I've told you before, I love Terrell Edmonds, Reed Blankenship, and, of course, Sidney Brown being drafted. Obviously, I was quite excited about that. So I think he is the future here. I'm excited about what we got. Justin Evans, a great free agent addition. Kayvon Wallace trying to step things up. So we'll see how this safety position plays out, how the linebackers, all of those things play out. But you have that money there. So you saw Derek Barnett there. He was in that first row at the bottom here. He 3.1 mil. Sure, he didn't live up to that first round status. But again, for somebody, if he comes in and provides, that rotational piece and dominates as, a fifth edge rusher, limited snaps there. But hey, man, keeping everybody fresh. You remember what, our top 3 guys did in the edge rusher department last year. And, Derek Barnett was hurt. So you talk about Reddick, Sweat, and Graham. Now you add Nolan Smith and Derek Barnett. Holy that's why I'm so adamant about us breaking that, sack record this year. So you can see the fantastic job that Howie has done. But to me, Derek Barnett being restructured, that just helps us down the road. Right now, we still are where we're at. We have money. We can do whatever we want. And I think, again, let's stay patient. Let's see what happens in training camp. Let's, see what positions we feel strongly about, where we have questions. And we'll see preseason games. And then the 29th, there's only one cut down this season. So you'll see that cut down. And then we'll decide from there where we go. Remember last year, August 30th is when we traded for C.J. Gardner-Johnson. So just keep all of those things in mind, ladies and gentlemen. But that's all I've got for you today. Just wanted to keep you up to date. What is going on, Linda? Appreciate you taking the time. Just doing my thing, keeping you all up to date with that cap space. Hopefully we can see the Twitter world and Facebook and everybody getting up to date with this cap space. And, a lot of confusion as to why Derek Barnett was restructured. So wanted to stay on top of this, was waiting for this to happen. It finally happened. We've got those numbers. Let's effing go, Birds. Appreciate you, my man. Appreciate all of you taking the time. And how it continues to just dominate in the draft, in the cap, all of that stuff, man. Just beautiful stuff. So hope you enjoyed all of this content here. And how about it, man? You keep restructuring people. Why not allow me to get a little bit about this? So all about it, no doubt. But pumped up about this Eagles salary cap space, man. Really think that we can do whatever we want. You want to go into this season. Now, keep in mind, I said that'll change, right? So let's take one more look at this. And let me show you what kind of things are going to happen. So in my mind, Josiah Scott, not going to make the team. Tyree Cleveland, probably not going to make the team. So right there, you're taking off a mill, right? Well, Kaylee Ringo is going to make the team. He's not on here because he doesn't have a high enough cap hit. So Kaylee Ringo, he takes over. If Deon Cain makes a roster spot, then those two take over. And they are both over, $100,000 difference. So right there, you're saving yourself $200,000 in cap. That would put you at $14 million. So clearly, those aren't the only moves that are going to be made, but that's just to try to give you an idea of what I mean. So just because you're adding more players, like 53 and the practice squad, doesn't mean necessarily that number is going to drastically change. It is going to change, but you never know. You could release some of those guys with the higher cap hits that don't have dead money hits, and you could save yourself some money. So I'll keep you up to date with all that. That, happens once week one begins, once your roster is set, all that great stuff. That's when that cap space comes out. I will change that. I'll have all that updated for you. But if you have any questions about this stuff, if you ever want to know how I figure this stuff out or how you can, do this yourself, whatever, I want to be able to help you, be able to look at these things. And, I really think that for me, it's simplified in my head because math is so easy for me. Let's go Crawford. But, I think anybody can do this. It's just understanding what you have to do and understanding when you replace someone, when you add a player, you're taking away, someone else. A lot of times it's, we signed someone. We got to, deduct this from the salary cap. No, you got to replace that with the bottom person. So all that stuff goes into account here. And I just want to make you guys aware of that. I sought out to change the game a few years ago, and you've seen all the reporters finally having to learn how to do the cap space, all the content creators. I demand that people know what they're talking about. So I love to see people understanding this. So if you're going to use this information, I appreciate the shout outs, sending people my way, letting people know where you're getting this work from. So appreciate all of you that tuned in, took the time, talking some birds. You know it, my man. Let's effing go, birds. Love you too, my man. Appreciate you taking the time, but really got to get rolling out of here before they walk in that door. Yo, my man. Doing well. Appreciate seeing you, man. Cowboys training 5 minutes away. Oh, dude. Oh, man, I'm like half tempted. If you can get down there, get some tape, maybe go birds, get it in. Oh, I would love to post that. I wish I could be in that area just to do something like that. But love it. Make sure you can send all the bad vibes their way. But love it, man. Daniel, appreciate you stopping by, my dude. Hope you guys all got some information. Now. Hey, Eagles do have cap space. Don't let them tell you we have to make moves, this, that. We don't, man. We've got cap space, 13.8 mil. Let's effing go, my man Scott Crawford. Dude, sorry, guys. I'm just trying to hurry up before they walk in that door. Not trying to cut you off, but hopefully you've enjoyed Fan Friday. It was great talking to some of you last night, but love to see it. Let's effing go. Didn't put any money down. I'm done betting money right now until football comes back, but I love you all. I appreciate each and every one of you. I did have something I wanted to put out later tonight. I'll see if I have time to do that. So maybe another live video. If not, then I'll have to drop that tomorrow. But training camp will be back tomorrow. So expect to see the updates, any videos, tweets that I find of service to you guys. I will bring those along. So if you need anything in between that time, you just need a friend, you want to talk some birds, whatever it may be, you can always reach out. It's going to be pure chaos in my house for the next few hours, but I will be home getting some work done. And then it's time to go do a lot of work for the rest of the weekend. But I'm always here for you guys. As soon as I see your messages, comments, I'm always down talking birds, talking life, whatever it may be. I really can't thank you guys enough for always taking the time, stopping in, whether it's live, later, even just commenting, saying what's up. Truly love you guys. I love the go birds out of nowhere, man. You guys, you sickos, I know you're getting ready just like me. We are 43 days away from game one, and I cannot stress enough how exciting that is. One last time, let me show you that cap space. Get you excited in here. $13.8 million. You see all 51 of the cap hits that matter right now. Let's effing go. Go have yourselves a great Saturday. But until next time, I'm Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. You all have a great day. Stay safe out there. And as always, say it with me now. Go Birds!